It's always good to have a story, the background to how something started. So basically, what inspired you to create PostTag, and how does it address the common pain points faced by last mile delivery companies?
Good question. I think to really address the pain points, you need to experience the pain points. And I did that firsthand. So my background is advertising. I was a creative director of multinational American ad agencies working around the world. And I'd been away from the UK for 17 years. And a lot of that time was spent in Germany and New Zealand and Australia. And it got to the point where it was time to bring my children home to the UK. I wanted them to feel European again, and also advertising was killing me. And my wife was looking at me as if she was an advertising widow most of the time. And so I decided to get my life back and move back to the UK. And that was quite a big adventure, because we were moving from Australia back to the UK. And it's quite a lot when you're packing up your worldly belongings. Everything you own ends up in a shipping container. So we set sail, and I made it, my wife made it, the kids made it, the 2 dogs made it, but the furniture didn't make it. So to this day, there's a 40-foot high top container bobbing just below the surface of an ocean somewhere, waiting for a Russian oligarch ship yacht to plough into it, which incidentally is the biggest fear of round the world yachtsmen. It's not hitting a whale, it's hitting a submerged container. And you can imagine I had to buy everything from scratch, because we moved into the home back in England, all really looking forward to it. And I couldn't even say to the wife, sit down, honey, I've got some bad news for you. I'll make a cup of tea, because it's called, well, sit where? And how are you going to make the tea? Do I drink it out of my hands?
Wow. Because
everything was lost. Crockery, cutlery, furniture, beds, linen, clothes, you name it, and all of our sentimental belongings. So we became a very, very big customer in a very short space of time of Amazon, John Lewis, House of Fraser, when it existed, Benson's Beds, Oakland Furniture, all the big furniture shops, all the big suppliers. So I was getting, I would say, anything between 12 and 20 deliveries a day. And the one thing all these delivery drivers had in common was their need to phone me on my mobile to say, I'm lost, can you tell me where you are? And since that day, I've spoken to thousands and thousands, interrogated thousands and thousands of delivery drivers and couriers about the inaccuracy of addressing, about this thing that I loosely term as location approximation. Because the fact is that the postcode system was devised over 60 years ago for the humble postman. It's perfect for him, it just doesn't work for parcel. It doesn't. Because the average home is an average of 145 metres away from where the mapping systems say you have arrived at your destination. And in fact, the most hated words, you talk to a delivery driver and you say to him, you've arrived at your destination, and stand back because he'll want to hit you. They hear that so many times a day, and it's called where? Where? You've arrived at your destination, where? Let me tell you, in darkness, and in the UK, we're gifted with 4 or 5 months of the year where it gets dark at 4 in the afternoon. And guess what? A lot of grocery deliveries, takeaway food deliveries, and parcels happen after 4 o'clock. And that 145 metres suddenly is a lot further away in the darkness.
Yeah, and really having worked as a courier myself, which with the origination of the business, I can identify clearly with you.
Absolutely.
Darkness, where is that door?
Yeah, and guess what? Nobody, or very few people, have their house name or number illuminated. In the dark, all you can see is a silhouette of roofs. It's horrendous. And on new build housing estates, it's even worse, because you can see a Domino's driver going round and round and round the block, because on his sat-nav, that new build housing estate doesn't even exist. It's just a big white space with a red dot in the middle of it. So good luck. So that's why PostTag now exists, because being a strategist of old, I thought, I've got to solve this problem. This problem is too big to allow these drivers to get so stressed, and the amount of time wasted, the amount of missed and late deliveries is unforgivable. So I set about solving the problem. And here we are today with PostTag.